Welcome to another video. I just want to talk about specifically the value, the benefit of just doing things even when you're tired, right? Because you just need to do this stuff. And when you do this stuff, you're going to get into the habit of doing this stuff, right? Whatever this stuff is that is presumably good for you, whether that's going to the gym, eating healthy, waking up and writing for an hour every morning, or structuring your day where you're moving towards your goal in some way. And listen, even if the things that you're doing, they're, half-assed because you're underslept, you're tired, just do them, right? Because if you do them, you're just going to get in the habit of doing them, right? So you're going to be able to prove to yourself that even in the worst of times, even in the times where you're underslept, you're underfed, you're overtired, you're burnt out, you're stressed, you could still at least do the stuff that is a part of your process that has either gotten you to where you want to get to or is going to get you to somewhere better in the future. So you don't have to be like, listen, it's not going to be possible for you to optimize everything every day, right? To just be on the ball every day and do everything right. Don't judge yourself, right? We're humans, right? We have these emotions that come and they go. We have this anxiety, this confusion, right? The stress, the sadness, the anger, we have all this stuff that is always going to arise. It happened in the past, it's happening in the present, it's going to happen in the future. Don't hold your breath and thinking that you're going to rid yourself of all negative emotions and you're just going to have a positive, happy mindset all the time. It's not reality, right? But the reality is that no matter how you're feeling, you can always do something. Now, unless you're like ill with the flu, you don't want to be hitting the gym, but you can always be doing something that will allow you in different states of being and different states of mind to just do the things in that state of mind, in that state of being, to train yourself that when you're in that state of mind or in that state of being that's maybe like at a low state, you could still do this stuff. So it's basically reinforcing that even when you're in a certain state, you can still go through the process itself. It doesn't have to be awesome. It could be half-assed. Don't intentionally half-ass it, but if you can't put 100% into it, don't just be like, oh, it's okay, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll get to it tomorrow. Unless it's like your off day or like you got injured or whatever, right? But in the event where all things being equal, this is what the plan was, but you like the plan is like there's a kink in the plan, not because somebody died or you got injured or something, like barring anything like that, knock on wood. But you're just like I said, you're very stressed, you're very tired, you're frustrated, you're angry, you got all these emotions going. Still do this stuff, right? Even if you don't do it perfectly, even if you don't spend as much time on it, just do it anyway. Because that way you're going to train yourself to do it again in the future to sustain that momentum. You're not going to have the feeling of, oh, I could have done it yesterday or I should have done it yesterday. But also, when you're in that state in the future, you have a reference point, right? You have a reference point for how you acted when you were in that state in the past. So when you just do this stuff, you're like, oh, I can do it again. So maybe next time you do it, it's going to be like 0.5% a little bit better. And then over time, you're going to notice that no matter what state you're in, you can actually do this stuff at a fairly decent level, right? And you can keep scaling up from there. But the point is, like, if every time you have like a negative emotional state or you're feeling a certain way or you have these thoughts, you don't do the process, then you're just reinforcing to yourself, oh, when I'm feeling like this, I don't do stuff. Right? When I'm feeling like this, um, I don't go through the I don't develop, right? I just allow myself to just stay where I am. And sometimes thinking things can get so bad where it's just a complete catastrophe and you can't focus on anything else. And like I said, there are these exceptions, but usually it's not going to be like that. Usually it's going to be something that's bothering you, irritating you, like I said, underfed or underslept or too much coffee, whatever excuse you want to put on. Some kind of like reason for you not to do this stuff. So don't succumb to that because you're gonna generate excuse making momentum, especially if you know that you can do it. Only you truly know if you can, right? So if you're annoyed, pissed off, whatever, frustrated, confused, sad, depressed, just do this stuff, man. Even if it's half-assed. That way, in the future, you're like, hey, I did it last time, so I could do it again. All right, so you could do it again. Number one, number two, maybe you could even do it even better in the future. This is actually one of those videos where I'm just really tired and I could feel my voice here, just my energy is drained, but I'm still recording it. right? So this is something that I'm kind of living as I'm doing. It's like, hey, I'm recording this, and just to show you that, whatever goals that you have, whatever plans, steps, activities that you set out for yourself, you can still do them, right? Even if they're not amazing. This videos may not be amazing, but hey, listen, at least it's done, right? So you just do it, and you do it to the best of your ability, and that way in the future, maybe you can do it even better. So I'll leave you with that for tonight. I'll upload this soon. Still got to make the thumbnail. It's actually 11 p.m. I'm still going to do it. Still going to do it. And I'll see you tomorrow.